Ranchor Parekh, proprietor, Pavagadh Antiques and Handicrafts, Bodeli Halol Road near Halol Gate, only half kilometer from world-famous UNESCO World Heritage Shaher Ki Masjid behind Bhadra Gate petrol pump, Champagne, smiled. Business was good. Everyone trusted him. They called him Motabhai. Even the ASI officer said only he did not sell items picked up from the archaeological park. Motabhai kept a big red accounts ledger which he had got from Rathod stationery stores in Ahmedabad proper. He wrote down every item bought or sold, every loan, every debt. When an item was brought in, it was noted in his ledger. When an advance was given, it was noted in his ledger. When payment was made, it was noted in his ledger. Every paisa owed by anyone or to anyone was noted in his ledger. 25 rupees in Dhawal's account for hair cutting, 50 rupees in Chhagan's account for potatoes to Balwant, 75 rupees in Malti Ben's account for washing Khanbai's Rajai, 1,500 rupees for carvings in Asim Bhai's account, 150 rupees for clothes stitching in Mamta Bai's account. Every debit had a credit to be settled and zero by the Satam Atham Mela. One morning, a tourist couple came to Champaner in Kanti's taxi. Vitthal, Kanti's father, announced proudly that they had come specially to bring prosperity to the village, emancipation for the women, education for the children, and health care for all. They were going to have a big meeting to tell everyone about a microfinance scheme from a very big foreign NGO. A shiny book with color photos and a QR code said in English, this highly leveraged product guaranteed a 700% return on investment for the financial backers, while at the same time opening up new market opportunities for the impoverished masses it served. They also wanted to see the world-famous UNESCO World Heritage Archaeological Park. Vitthal gave the tourists 20% discount on taxi charge so everyone could hear about their very generous scheme. Then he gave Kanti double role of guide, just like Devanand. Kanti was to take them on the Masjid Circle tour from Shaher Ki Masjid to Ek Minar Ki Masjid to Nagina Masjid to Kamani Masjid to Jama Masjid to Kevda Masjid. But after 5 minutes only at Bhadra Gate, the gentleman wanted connectivity to read the WhatsApp from Abdul, who had taken 2,000 rupees to set up a meeting for all the people. Where can I get Wi-Fi connection? He asked Kanti, who was waiting with a taxi at Chhagan's stall, waving off flies from the Methi Gotas. Motabhai's Antiques and Handicrafts shop is just behind the petrol pump that side, Kanti replied, his mouth still full of a delicious gota. The Innova sped off, leaving Chhagan to swat flies. What is your Wi-Fi code? The gentleman asked Motabhai. It is for customers only, Motabhai replied. How much is that? Asked the lady. Motabhai froze as the lady pointed to a carved stone lying on the side. Abdul swore he made it, but Motabhai was sure it came from a bare patch he saw in the grass near the fallen stones of Ek Minar Ki Masjid only a few days before. Abdul owed everyone money, so he had left it in the shop. It is a very special piece. Genuine antique, Motabhai smiled softly. I can give it to you for only 35,000 rupees with discount. Here is 10,000 deposit. We'll pay the rest when we pick it up on our way back, said the gentleman. What is your Wi-Fi code? after 5 minutes, they left to continue their archaeological park tour. Motabhai cursed the day he had agreed to keep the carved stone at the risk of his good name. The 10,000 rupee notes, carefully nestled in his ledger, stared back at him, mocking him. "I don't want that," the lady announced later that evening after their tour. "No problem," said a relieved Motabhai, handing back the 10,000 rupees deposit to the gentleman who was checking his WhatsApp again. He had not heard from Abdul. No one had come for the public meeting. As soon as the air-conditioned Toyota Innova luxury taxi sped away to Ahmedabad in a cloud of smoke and dust, Motabhai picked up the carved stone, closed his shop, and started walking. A great weight lifted off his shoulders as he placed it gently next to a small flower growing in the bare patch in the grass near the fallen stones of Ek Minar Ki Masjid. Wind swirled around him, whispering blessings. Sunlight made the tip of the minar glow like the flame of a giant candle. "Are they gone?" Abdul whispered, rising up from behind a pile of stones. Motabhai nearly fell over. "What are you doing here?" "They gave me 2,000 rupees to bring everyone to hear their loan scheme," Abdul replied. "Nobody wanted to come after Ranjit read their booklet, where it said the loan charges are 3% interest every month." A smile lit up Motabhai's face. "Give me the money," he said, and snatched the 4 crisp 500 rupee notes from Abdul's reluctant hands. "Come in the morning and settle accounts." That night, Abdul's account got credited 2,000 rupees. Magan's account for the vegetables got cleared. Chandni got credited for cleaning and kachra. Khan Bhai got paid for the oil and cycle repair. Chunilal got his money for repairing 4 chairs. Mamta Bai got credited for washing and cleaning. And Balwant got credited for the wheat. Magan paid off Gopal, Kishore, Asim and Manik. Gopal, Kishore, Asim and Manik paid off Chandni, Khan Bhai and Mamta Bai. Khan Bhai paid off Motabhai and Madhav. Chandni paid off Gaurav and Dhaval. Gaurav paid off Mayank. Madhav paid off Magan and Sanjay. Abdul paid off Motabhai. Next morning, 4 crisp 500 rupee notes nestled in the big red account's ledger. Every debit had a credit. All balances were 0.
Visit imagesandwords.net for poems and stories from the Stones Speak collection and see the images that inspired them. Look for us at your favorite podcast site. Like us and add us to your web. I am Siddharth Mehrotra.
And I'm Rahul Mehrotra. Thank you for listening.